Before I get started with this story, I have to give a huge shout out to Lisa Kabur because her commentary is actually what made me want to talk about this. And I'm gonna be honest, if it wasn't for her commentary, I probably wouldn't have paid attention to it. But to the people of Florida, and if I have subscribers in Florida, I feel bad for y'all right now because y'all are living under a draconian type of dictatorship that is seemingly exclusive to Florida and possibly Texas, but definitely Florida, under the rulership of this fool that you see on your screen. I call him Trump 2.0 because that's literally the angle he's going for at this point. And I think they said it last year or something like that, that Ron DeSantis, or as I'm about to call him, Ron DeSatan, that's the kind of angle that he's going for, especially since they compared the two. I think what he's doing is damn near worse than what 45 was doing. It's just that 45, he was the president, so he had more power. But, the governor is basically like the president of a state. So what has Ron DeSantis done now as it pertains to WOVID and the mask mandate? Well, this guy is trying to, and if he's successful, he will be impeding on people's salaries if they decide to implement a mask mandate for their businesses. Well, not their businesses, but for the schools, because that for the kids in the schools, they want the kids to have masks on when they're going to school and everything like that. The parents, they have, I have some parents down there that have an issue with it, but a lot of parents, from what I've seen, they don't have an issue with it. The teachers definitely don't have a problem with it. They got to be around these kids. And the thing is, they're around those kids, they're around other kids, and then they go home and they're around their parents and whatever else, and they come back the next day and do it all over again. This guy wants to withhold the salaries of those who implement the mask mandates in those schools. And mind you, like I said, he's the governor of Florida, so that's every county, every city, no matter what. He's basically saying, if I find out that the school that you work for is implementing mask mandates, we're going to withhold your salary. This guy is literally trying to take the food out of people's mouths, food off of the table for their kids and their families because of the mask thing. And if you look at the numbers, Florida's cases with this variant, this Delta variant, is going through the roof every single day. I wonder if they're going to mention it in the article that I'm going to read. This guy is like one of the worst, most hated people in America right now. He's up there. He's in the top 10 for sure. He's right up there with Abbott as well, Governor Wills, as I call him, of Texas. But this guy might be a little bit higher than him. I swear, like I said, nothing against my people who follow me from Florida, but it's no good that's coming from that state. It seems like I don't know if it's some bad auras or whatever. I don't know what kind of dark cloud hovers over that state. But it just seems like Florida just can't get right at all. And he's a major problem. He's a major issue. And the thing is, I'm going to just say this before I read the article. The people of Florida, y'all need to vote him out next year. Y'all need to get him up out of here. I don't know who he'll be replaced with, but I hope that they can't be any worse than him. Because he is bad to the bone. When you can start trying to take people's salaries or withhold their check because they want to make sure they're safe. They want to make sure that their kids are safe. And by their kids, I'm talking about their students are safe. And even their families when they got to go home. After being around all those kids and them people all day. And the thing is, I don't know why he's doing it. Maybe someone can put it down in the comments. I don't know why he's doing it, but you know what? This might be my response. It's probably money. Like I said, this is all a money thing. That's why I keep telling people, America is a capitalistic society, even if they try their best to try to say that they're not. They are. And I talked about this in my last live stream. I said, welcome to the capitalistic society. People want it so bad, but then you got to deal with people like him. Now, I'm going to go ahead and read the article. The office of Governor Ron DeSantis announced that the Florida Board of Education could withhold the salaries of superintendents and school board members who defy the governor's executive order prohibiting mask mandates. with respect to enforcing any financial consequences for noncompliance of state law regarding these rules, and ultimately the rights of the parents to make decisions about their children's education and healthcare decisions. It would be the goal of the State Board of Education to narrowly tailor any financial consequences to the offense committed. For example, the State Board of Education could move to withhold the salary of a district superintendent or school board members as a narrowly tailored means to address the decision makers who led to the violation of law. So he wants to withhold the salary of those who are over the school board, like the people who are at the top. And if their stuff gets withheld, you know, the people like the teachers and stuff, their stuff gets withheld too, because, you know, it is a hierarchy. The board members, the superintendent, all the people, they get paid first, and then everyone else, like the teachers and all of that, get paid last. And if they don't get paid, the teachers don't get paid. I don't know if people know where the governor's house or mansion is or not, but I would not be surprised if people gonna start making a visit and a beeline to and are surrounding the perimeter of his home, and he would have no one to blame but himself. Education funding is intended to benefit students first and foremost, not systems. The governor's priorities are protecting parents' rights and ensuring that every student has access to high-quality education that meets their unique needs. Miami-Dade Superintendent Alberto Carvalho, who runs the fourth largest school district in the nation, released a statement in response. It reads in full: "We have established a process that requires consultation with experts in the area of public health and medicine. We will follow this process, which has served us well, and then make a final decision. At no point shall I allow my decision to be influenced by a threat to my paycheck, a small price to pay considering the gravity of this issue and the potential impact to the health and well-being of our students and dedicated employees. I want to thank the governor for recognizing that students should not be penalized." And that's nice that, you know, you're not going to penalize the students, but you're penalizing other people, the people that have to get paid to take care of their families. So for them to try to make it seem like, oh, you know, it's not as bad because, you know, the students won't be affected, that's fine, but the teachers shouldn't be affected either. Like, this is a real thing that we're dealing with here, and this guy wants to treat this like it's some kind of a game. But at the end of the day, his end goal is only for what he sees fits him. He's a very narcissistic, selfish individual. No wonder they compared him to 45. That's why I call him Trump 2.0. Ron DeSantis is one of the worst, like I said, one of the worst people in America right now, and probably one of the most hated people as well. Here I am all the way in Maryland, and he's not even my governor, and I don't like him. I've only been to Florida one time since he's been governor, and that was when I went to Miami back in May. I'm just glad I didn't have to run into him or hear his name or see his face the whole time that I was there. Probably because I wasn't even thinking about it, because I definitely wasn't there to talk politics at all. But I don't know what to tell the people in Florida. Just make sure that y'all have all y'all ducks in a row, and if push comes to shove, if you are a parent and you feel like you may have to homeschool your kids or do something, it may come to that. But what he's doing right now, this is exactly why the cases are so high right now in Florida. They just keep going up every day, it seems, and it keeps coming from Florida. But look who's running Florida, or running Florida into the ground, I should say. This guy is a lunatic. But then again, a lot of these politicians have hidden agendas. It's just that with him, he's making his agenda be known, and he's not hiding it. I've always said I like my races and dub S's out in the open and overt, so I can see them for who they are. But wow, y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments.